Sure, I'll engage.
What is IPS in the initial introductions?
What is it?
CPI.
CPI? Oh, that is Certified Information Professional. I got that through the AIM organization, that's AIIM, and it was a big test to understand content management. So it kind of makes you a 21st century librarian. So when I look at content, I ask the questions of how much content's coming in here in the next 6 months? Who needs to have access to it? Do you have a disposition process? So it's kind of legals and records of what I did at Biogen. So you have an active record state, you have an archive state. Can you destroy this record? Does this information even belong here? What kind of data are you trying to put into things? So you kind of think of those women at the library. I might be that person with a big beehive haircut going, shh, it goes over there. That's what I like to do. Yes.
Thank you.
Money-wise.
Yes.
So for the users, is it this SharePoint charge per users or kind of a package? So
No, it's per user. I know where you're going there. The reason why I know this is because I manage all of North America's licenses,
yeah.
and every day I have to look at it. And it's per user. And what that cost is, it's $3, which is actually, it's euros, but I don't have a calculator correct. It's $3 for euros for the license and $3 for the infrastructure.
Oh.
So it's $7, but it allows you to be added to, it's per month. And it's added, and you can be added to any enterprise site at that moment. Because you have a license does not mean you have access. I'm usually the gatekeeper of most SharePoint sites. So you'd end up sending a request to me. It goes into one big cost center overall, but it's supposed to be broken down by your cost center. So it goes to that cost center, and we're paying about $7,300 estimated a month for all of our licenses right now for North America, which what we pay out annually is not a heck of a lot compared to the other ones.
That's one thing that, sorry, can I continue?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. So that's one thing that I consider for GMQ. GMQ is covered worldwide, so we have a manufacturers. And one reason that we open the switch from Outlook to the Lotus Notes to Outlook is because we have so many employees covered worldwide.
Right.
Technically, is a challenge. And another thing is we have all those. We have some kind of words. So if we have a user that need access to the SharePoint, when they switch,
Yes, that's, and I do
we'll
95.
give you more, yeah.
Yeah, and I do 95% of my work with GMQ. So I manage a lot of their systems, whether it's pharmacovigilance, it's quality systems,
Yeah.
it's Knoxville Bill Bag. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I'm fine with that. Any further questions?
Just one quick question.
Sure.
The system itself. So you said you make your changes right into like production. You don't have to do validation or whatever.
No, it's fantastic.
It's fantastic. And you can do it right onto your production system.
Yes.
To make the change.
95% of it. The only thing that I don't do in production is that crazy form that I just did a demo on that has all that kind of, there's so much JavaScript in it, and it has to be deployed as a solution. That's what the German Works Council wants, and that's why we try to avoid, as much as possible, going to the German Works Council. So that's why I do so much Intex work. I currently have 120 workflows I've designed for approval processes, and at any given time, there's 200 running and probably about 15 errors that I'm not looking at today. They're not critical. Yes?
Can you give us an example of what are those initiatives are? Which initiatives will be put into the system you'll be able to change
Sure.
them?
Sure, I'll go back a slide or two. So right here, this is a savings initiative and it's a renegotiation. So this renegotiation has a confidence level of CL4. Now, within this confidence level of CL4, it has to go to the global category manager. It'll go to the global category manager, which is, on this thing, it looks like it's bloodlines, categories, and PVC. So that global category manager and possibly the regional manager will have to approve the initiative to move to the next stage, which would go to a controller and then the head of purchasing, such as Gerald Warner.
And also, you also mentioned you'll be able to change the system. Then that means you'll change the functionality of the system, or also change the content of the form.
What we do is we change, I work with their business, a primary point of contact, Yarnick over there, brings as a super user what the changes they need to have done. I come back to them and say, well, will this need to be deployed? But if it's a workflow, I can change that very rapidly, and I can show you an appendices afterwards.
Especially if you're changing the workflow, it's going to impact all the users, not just the user. For the user, you are going to make the changes. So
I'm impacting future workflows. So I have workflows that need to be corrected, but they're in progress. So those in progress workflows do not impact those end users. So for me, changing those workflows is not that very difficult because it doesn't have to be validated. I don't have a high transactional system. This is about highly complex, low volume content that I can work with. And if there's an error, I have a day or two to figure it out. It's not, isn't it? I see.
That's nice.
I know it. Everybody loves my job over there. Okay, so is there any further questions? I know how much we love SharePoint. No? All right. So what I wanted to do, one last thing, my summary. My summary here, it's an Office platform. It's a workflow engine. It's iterative. It's a form designer. And it reduces workloads into quarters. So I like to say I can take 4 hours of work and turn it into 1. I can take half your week, take your business process, and turn it into a workflow. And that's what's great about SharePoint. As the evangelist here, that people don't want to listen to me sometimes, but it's fantastic. Thank you.